Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Pro Wrestling Throwdown, the August 2nd, 2020 edition. I'm Caleb Black. This is Luke, the Big Dog Williams. And released from the Mexican cartel is once again with us our in-studio producer, the mighty Max Fury. Hola, Senor Maximus.
Hola. Hola, senor.
He doesn't speak Spanish. That's all he knows.
Hola, senor.
Guys, it is time to continue on with the Wednesday Night Wars. We are talking AEW Dynamite. Before we get into that, we found out.
It's the poncho and the sombrero that throws me off.
We did find out who's going to be in that triple threat match next week. It is Oney Lorcan, Damian Priest, and the debuting NXT star Ridge Holland.
Yes.
From NXT UK coming over. So if you watched the NXT episode beforehand, we already answered our question. But we're talking right meow. We're talking Dynamite.
Chicken. AEW was
that
good.
Would call me off guard.
It was good.
It was very good. Man, I don't know. There were some things about AEW that I didn't like. There were some things that I liked.
I said it was good. I didn't say it was great.
It's a tale of two shows in certain parts, but we're going to get right into it. We opened the show with a 10-man tag match. The Inner Circle versus the Jurassic Express and the team of the Best Friends. So Trent, Chuck Taylor, Marco Stunt, Luchasaurus, and Jungle Boy against the Inner Circle.
Orange Cassidy.
Jericho, Santana Ortiz. No, Orange Cassidy was not in the 10-man.
It wasn't in the 10-man?
No, I think it was Marco Stunt, wasn't it? No, it wasn't Marco Stunt. It was the best. It was the trio of the Best Friends and Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. Yeah, you're right. I always forget because they're two trios.
Yeah,
technically. When are they going to get their trios division off?
So they called themselves the Best Friends with the Best Friends.
Yeah, the Best Friends with the Best Friends.
I don't know. I'm waiting on that too. I'm guessing they were going to wait for fans.
They got Death Triangle. They've got the Best Friends, Lucha Express.
Most of your the bastards can't come over, so you can't do that right at the moment. I'm guessing they're going to wait until things clear up a little bit. Which would probably be the best way to do it.
I wasn't a big fan of this match. There's a lot of stuff going on. I don't like big, busy tag matches like that, and I feel like 10-man tag matches should be really special. You're going
to hate next week's show.
Yeah, it's a 12-man, right? Which we'll get to. Fuck a duck. Yeah, I don't know. I gave this one a 2.5 just because it was so busy.
It was entertaining, but it had a lot of parts, a lot of moving parts.
Yeah, Matt Hardy did show up as just himself. The Best Friends, Lucha Express. The Best Friends and the Jurassic Express won. Matt Hardy showed up. Matt Hardy cut that promo where he talked about he's going to get rid of his gimmicks and he's just going to be Matt Hardy. Showed up, just Matt Hardy. Had a little exchange with Guevara, welcomed him back from the audience. I'm excited for that version of Matt Hardy.
My thing is I've always loved Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
You don't want to do those gimmicks on TV. You don't need to do the broken gimmick until there's fans anyways, first off.
Agreed.
Re-break it.
Yeah, I agree.
But Matt Hardy wants to be just Matt Hardy on TV. I'm cool with that. Do your gimmick stuff on Being the Elite on YouTube. No, well, it works. It's a comedy.
Yeah, I get it.
To that audience.
Yeah.
Without an audience on Wednesday nights, the broken gimmick can't get over.
Yeah.
It can't, and it's great. The gimmick is great.
Yeah.
If there's an audience.
Agreed. I agree to an extent. If for the kind of people who like that kind of thing, that's the kind of thing those people like. I stole that from Corny because I love him so much.
We know.
Well, he stole it from somebody else anyway.
I've seen that hidden folder on your phone.
Just tasteful pictures of Jim Cornette in his hot tub.
Him and his not hot Asian wife.
We go into the TNT Open Challenge title match where Cody Rhodes takes on Warhorse. A little bit of backstory. We know Jake. Wrestled with Jake at a couple of different places. Jake Parnell is now the Warhorse, and goddamn, not only has he put in the work, the internet got behind him, and AEW really gave him a good showing.
See, that's where our opinions differ. I think with Sports Illustrated picking it up and everything, he should have got more than 10 minutes.
Well, he should have, but they've got a format. But look at what they did for him. They had him lose to the figure four. They gave him strong offense. They had him go out looking like a hero when he tried to save Cody from the Dark Order. I mean, They got
I'm not
behind it.
saying it wasn't a good showing. What I'm saying is I think they should have
I'm
put more into it.
curious to know if this is going to lead to Cody just kind of wrestling internet sensations for a little while.
I'm alright with it.
Depending on the internet.
David Arquette's free. That's what I want to see.
You want to see Cody Rhodes defend the TNT title against David Arquette.
Especially the David Arquette that now knows how to work.
As long as it's not Danhausen. I just can't with Danhausen.
As long as Chuck Taylor says
Or Dan the Dad. Like, Warhorse, of that group, that indie superhero group of Alley Cat, Danhausen, Dan the Dad, was it Orange Cassidy's one of them. Warhorse is the only one that I like.
Okay. We're going to start a movement right now. Hashtag
David Arquette.
Cody fears Bull.
Bull Bronson?
Cody
I am
fears
all the way in
Bull.
for Cody to defend
That's
the TNT
what I
title
want.
against Bull Bronson. Hell yeah.
That's
We're gonna
what
push
I
that.
want.
Cody fears Bull. Fucking Bull Bronson.
Hashtag that.
Accept the challenge. We're challenging him on behalf of Bull Bronson, who will probably smack the shit out of us for that later. But I don't give a goddamn.
I'm telling you, you want an indie guy that you know can work.
Yeah,
Bull.
defended against Bull. So after the Dark Order attack, they come in, they start attacking on Cody. Who shows up? Who shows up?
Zach.
Oh, what?
Is it Boogeyman?
Zach.
Matt Cordona.
Matt motherfucking Cardona! We kind of already anticipated that he'd be, signing with AEW because he's talented. He's a huge, has his own internet presence. I knew it was a matter of time.
The Impact thing kind of threw me off because I thought maybe he would go with Myers.
I'm a little disappointed that he didn't go to Impact because I would have loved to see how he did in that environment, but I'm not unhappy that he signed with AEW.
No, and honestly, I mean, when you look at the tag team,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, I love Brian Myers.
Yeah, agreed.
Kurt Hawkins is great.
Yeah.
He's been talented his whole career.
Agreed.
But Ryder's the bigger name.
Yeah.
I mean, more people know Ryder than they know Hawkins.
Yeah.
AEW is a perfect fit. Let Myers go and cut his own teeth in Impact by himself.
And honestly, the way that all of these indie guys are talking, how their contracts are going to be a little bit different, we could see tandem stuff between AEW and Impact. So don't write that off completely.
Surely, yeah.
EC3 talked in his podcast. He's like, "Well, I'm going to Impact, but I've got some other stuff planned." And FTR has obviously been very vocal. They want to wrestle everybody, the Good Brothers. Don't be surprised if you're going to be the alternative and you're going to do this. We really want to be independent contractors and we want to be journeymen. Why not?
I heard that the Good Brothers too. They were talking on their podcast, which is also available on YouTube.
Yeah,
find it, look it up. That they made a deal with Impact.
Yeah,
that goes until the pandemic is up.
Yeah,
and then they're on their way to New Japan. They've made this deal as kind of a we'll work with you if you'll work with us. Until we can go overseas, but then if you want to keep us, you've got to let us work there. That's perfect. That's Good Brother money.
Yeah, and then obviously, who better? What is the one thing that you can combat a billionaire with? Another billionaire, right? In Tony Khan and Tony Khan's father, the owner of Anthem Sports is also a billionaire.
Yes.
If you're going to take on the Titan, fucking
Holcomb or
I don't know.
Stockholm or something.
Yeah, I don't remember who it is, but they're Canadian. I know that.
Yeah, he's the one that's put all this money in. Him and DeBoer. Oh, and Don Callis.
Yeah, Don Callis runs it, but the financer has money. So if you're going to take on the Titan, rally the fucking troops. Take them on. Let's see some shit we weren't expecting. Anyway, we're going to run long if we don't get back on topic here. Matt Cardona makes his debut. Then we go into the AEW Tag Team title match. Kenny Omega and Hangman Page against the Dark Order.
You knew what was going to happen.
Omega and Page retain the titles.
Again.
Dark Order does some stuff afterward.
We set up the whole 12-man for next week.
Yeah, FTR shows up and helps them fight him off. The Young Bucks show up. It's going to be the Dark Order against the Elite and FTR.
Yep.
Next week. And boy, if I hated the 10-man tag match.
See, I don't know, man. FTR, I think they might make it pretty entertaining.
Because they're the only tag team in wrestling today that understands how tag team wrestling works.
I think we'll get that dynamic of them and Hangman as well. Yeah. I just want to throw it out.
Also, we got, skipping ahead here, we saw FTR sign the contract.
Yes.
FTR signed, baby. Interesting little exchange. The Pan-Pacific or the Mid-Atlantic rides again?
Yep.
With him and Paige, do a little drinking. Arn Anderson puts him over as the greatest tag team in wrestling today.
Also is now their frontman.
Yeah. Hikaru Shida wrestles Diamante in a great women's match. I've been very vocal that I think Hikaru Shida should have been the first AEW Women's Champion if it wasn't going to be Britt Baker. She's not disappointed me one time yet.
No.
She always puts on a good match. Diamante's a huge sign. A good women's match. Again, for me to say that I'm enjoying what's happening with 75% of women's wrestling right now, I'm into it. The only women's match this week I was disappointed with was Sasha and Asuka, which is weird because honestly, that probably should have been the best match of
it. It should have been.
It should have, but it wasn't, which is weird.
The state of women's wrestling in AEW is tight.
It's getting better, right? Like, it didn't start out great, but they're really starting to pick it up. My man, with a license to print money, MJF, cuts a brilliant promo. It's so good for so many reasons. I explained it to him. The Trump soup, the Cornette quotes, everything he does, everything he says, either you hate or you agree with, but you disagree with. It was a polarizing, perfect promo from a perfect heel. And I'm excited for Jon Moxley to lose the AEW Championship to MJF.
Me too.
I said it.
I actually went online and I watched the promo back a couple times. And I got something new out of it each time I watched it.
Yeah.
I also went on and there's a video, I'm not sure exactly the title, I might put a link eventually, that's called Making MJF.
Yeah.
And it was shot when before AEW was in the picture, of a guy who usually does straight up documentaries.
Yeah.
And they MJF'd it to where it's like, well, this is how the interview first started, and it's him telling all this stuff, and he's like, but then I started to find holes in a story.
Yeah.
And then they start going through the whole him being a dick and lying to this guy the whole time.
Yeah.
And stuff. So you got to see the first half of it was like, this is really Friedman. This is really, or how did you say his last name? His real last name's Feinstein.
Yeah, something, yeah.
Anyway, they go through that whole thing, and then all of a sudden it's like, really, he's this asshole underneath.
He's just a giant dick, yeah.
And we're going to go talk to his football coach and shit. It's great. Check it out if you can. Yeah. I'll find the link for it. But.
He references his Talent Over Tenure promo, which is kind of the promo that got him noticed and discovered.
Yeah.
He references how, again, with the direct Trump quotes, guys flying.
Not my champion.
Flying and otherwise dying, and how Moxley's a Stone Cold cosplay. Just, it was so good. Just watch the promo. The thing about those when he gets the passionate part, and he's like, I am AEW. I bleed black, yellow, and gold. You felt that.
Yeah.
Like, you felt like it gave me chills, because who with the exception of the Elite, because they have to be, MJF's name is synonymous with AEW.
It really is.
And so we can't even stop there. We go to our main event. Darby Allin and the AEW World's Heavyweight Champion Jon Moxley take on the FTW Champion in Brian Cage. And former NWA TV Champion Ricky Starks in a Tornado Tag Team Hardcore match fight. It was what it was. After the MJF promo, I honestly was sold. Anyway,
it was all a big excuse to make Darby Allin the number one champion.
Yeah, it was a big fight. Darby Allin and Moxley go over. I didn't expect that to be otherwise or different. Honestly, they probably should have put Cage and Starks over.
We're running short on time. I do want to mention that the rumor has been spoiled and leaked. The debate next week is Eric Bischoff.
Is it really?
Yes.
The debate between Jericho and Cassidy?
Is being moderated by Eric Bischoff.
Oh my God, yes, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Alright, well we're gonna run out of time here on this video, guys. Let us know what you thought about Dynamite in the comments down below. Email us at prowrestlingthrowdown@gmail.com. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/prowrestlingthrowdown. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because we're gonna review Impact up in this bitch!